let us have our interactive session of preparation for death. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Now, what is something that is gonna happen, even if we want to or if we don't want to? Some, something which is constant, right? Something which no one can change is death. बाकी सब कुछ, it may happen or it may not happen. For example, Krishna Badija Prabhu can be the next Bill Gates. It may happen or it may not happen, right? And Mukund Prabhu can be the next Narendra Modi. है ना? So everything in life, it's completely full of choices, which may or which may not. But death के लिए कोई choice है क्या?
No, Prabhuji.
तो नेक्स्ट, तो सबको पता है मृत्यु तो कभी आने वाला है करके, है ना?
Mm-hmm.
हम लोग है ना, हमारा लाइफ में फॉर एग्जाम्पल घर पे कोई रिश्तेदार आ रहा है तो घर का अच्छा सा साफ सफाई कर देता है एंड ऑल स्टफ, सो दैट टू इम्प्रेस दैट वी आर मेंटेनिंग ए क्लीन एंड नीट एंड एवरीथिंग टू इम्प्रेस देम, राइट? या फिर किधर भी पार्टी पे जा रहा है, सो उसके लिए कितने बजे पार्टी है, प्लानिंग, एजेंडा, कितने बजे हम लोग को घर से निकलना है, कौन सा ड्रेस पहनना है एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ, सब कुछ रख देता है ना. सो वी प्लान एवरीथिंग एंड वी प्रिपेयर फॉर एवरीथिंग, राइट?
Right.
बट जो अल्टीमेट होने वाला था, जो डेथ, हम लोग क्या प्रिपेयर हो रहा है? एक चीज तो प्रिपेयर हो रहा है, अरे बाबा, LIC, है ना?
Yeah. Right.
LIC ले लो, फिर बाद में जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट भी होता है कि अगर आप नहीं है तो भी आपका रिश्तेदार के लिए या फिर आपको घर वाले के लिए पैसा मिलना है. दिस इज समथिंग विच वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर आवरसेल्फ, है ना?
Mm-hmm.
So we are preparing on the bodily consciousness, but we all know, are we the body?
No, Prabhuji.
तो फिर कितना टाइम तक, अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप सब लोग मेरे से सीनियर से, एंड यू गाइस आर चैंटिंग, यू गाइस आर अटेंडिंग मंगला आरती, यू गाइस आर वर्शिपिंग द लॉर्ड. कन्हैया को अच्छे से मक्खन खिला रहा है, कन्हैया को मक्खन अच्छे से अप्लाई कर रहा है ना? वो उसको मक्खन प्यारा है करके आप लोग अच्छे से उसको मक्खन अच्छे से हर रोज अप्लाई करते जा रहा है ना? तो how many of you have really prepared for death?
Not me.
ना किसी को कुछ ना आता है. प्रभु जी ऐसे कैसे बोलता है? हम लोग साधना कर रहे हैं, हम लोग चैंटिंग कर रहे हैं, हम लोग कृष्णा का पूजा कर रहा है, टेम्पल जा रहा है, डिवोटी से एसोसिएट हो रहा है, एंड वी आर सीइंग द होली फीट ऑफ राधा एंड कृष्णा. और क्या करना चाहिए यार? यही करना चाहिए, बट भक्ति से. इट शुड नॉट बी मैकेनिकल. हम लोग जो बोल कर रहे हैं ना, दैट इज मैकेनिकल. तो फिर कोई भी चैलेंज भी कर सकता है मुझे. प्रभु जी आप कैसा बोल सकता है कि मैं मैकेनिकली कर रहा हूं? Why you are not saying that I am having devotion? You don't know the kind of devotion which I have, but I do it, right? So the thing is, yes, there may be few sincere, genuine souls among everyone who have assembled here who had that kind of bhakti. अगर उतना भक्ति है किसी के पास, if you love someone, can you leave them for even a second?
No.
ना.
No, Prabhuji.
इट्स सिंपल. अगर कोई भी इधर टीनेजर्स कोई है, एनी टीनेजर्स हियर? कोई नहीं है, तो फिर मैं कृष्ण भतीजा का नाम ही लेता हूँ. अभी कृष्ण भतीजा है, हैंडसम हंक है, राइट. जैसे अगर वो प्यार में है तो जो कृष्ण भतीजे का जो प्यारी से माता जी है, अगर वो बोलती है अभी घर जाना है, तो फिर बोलती है रुकना 10 मिनट, मैं छोड़ दूंगा ना. इज दिस अ कॉमन ट्रेंड विच इज गोइंग ऑन? बिकॉज दे डोंट
Right.
वांट टू फील द सेपरेशन, है ना.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are in love, you don't want to feel the separation. No. How many of us are really feeling the separation from Krishna? अभी काम कर और ऑफिस चले जा, काम कर, ऑफिस में मस्ती कर, नहा ले, फिर से मंदिर आ जा, प्रसाद खा ले, सो जा. अगर सो हम लोग को डाउट आता है, प्रभु जी, हाउ डू वी नो दैट we are always separated from Krishna? Which means that our minds and thought, our mind thoughts basically is completely filled with Krishna. वो हम लोग को कैसा पता चलता है? डाउट है या किसी को, या नहीं है?
Yes, Prabhuji.
तो फिर आंसर देना. कृष्णा, आंसर देना. जस्ट लेट्स हैव वाइल्ड गेसेस यार.
All, yeah, all our activities are not rotating around Krishna, or thoughts are not only about Krishna all the time.
Okay, let's go one by one, at least for 10 people. अर्पिता माता जी, what's your thought? बात ही नहीं कर रहा है.
हाँ
चेतन,
हाँ बोलिए।
हाँ नहीं, आप क्या सोचता है? हाउ डू यू इंश्योर दैट यू आर रियली सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम कृष्ण, एंड कब पता चलता है हमको?
मैं तो जस्ट इस्कॉन में 4 बार हुआ है, मैं आई हूँ। आई एम जस्ट स्टिल लर्निंग अबाउट कृष्णा एंड अबाउट एवरीथिंग। So I'm
दैट्स वेरी
attending
गुड.
everyday classes. Yeah, I'm trying to learn about Krishna, know more about Krishna. I'm
दैट्स वेरी गुड.
sort of right. Yeah.
You are great. At least you are learning. There are some idiots like me who are even not learning. That's the main problem here. And Krishna Badija,
Thank you.
Krishnaya, how do you know that you are really separated from Krishna? Very good.
Prabhuji, when we don't talk about Krishna, I mean, maybe
When
you
we
are in
don't
mid
talk
some
about it.
work, I try make everyone aware of the spiritual life of Krishna consciousness, and when I do that, I feel very enthusiastic. But obviously, when you're working, everybody you can't talk about it all the time. But I do see that I go a little dull sometimes. My energy level goes dull sometimes when we don't talk about Krishna. So I believe that part of the time I don't enjoy in the day, but we have to do our duties. So I have to kind of do other conversations also. But yeah, my level of happiness goes away when not talking about Krishna.
राइट. ओके. तो सच में कोई भी इंसान से या फिर भगवान कृष्णा से हम लोग सेपरेट हुआ है, तो हमारा हर सोच, एवरी थॉट इज फिल्ड विद देम, राइट. वी आर लॉस्ट इन द थॉट्स ऑफ देम. होता है या नहीं? दीवाने बच्चे लोग को देखो, और दे लॉस्ट इन द थॉट्स ऑफ देयर सो कॉल्ड लवर्स.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
ना, वो लोग इतना लॉस्ट हो जाता है, अगर कुछ भी बोल, दे इमीडिएटली ओनली रिकॉग्नाइज दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन. हम लोग इतना, सच में हम लोग का साधना उतना अच्छे से हुआ करके कब पता चलता है कि अगर हम लोग अच्छे से नींद में हैं, वी आर स्लीपिंग, राइट, वी आर हैविंग ए वेरी गुड स्लीप, कोई आके आपको उठाया था. सो व्हेन समवन वेक्स यू अप, so in that particular sudden moment, If you chant the name of Krishna, the first thing which comes out of your mouth when you wake up, if the first thought is of Krishna, then you're really feeling the separation of Krishna. बिकॉज नींद से भी इमीडिएट उठने के बाद आपका पहला सोच कृष्णा है, मतलब सोने से पहले और नींद में एवरीथिंग इज कंप्लीटली, इवन इन योर सबकॉन्शियस माइंड इट इज कंप्लीटली फिल्ड विद कृष्णा. सो ऐसा एक इंसान का होना चाहिए. फॉर दैट वी आर डूइंग दिस साधना एंड एवरीथिंग. नाउ हम लोग दूसरी बात ये सोचता है कि, या फिर ये सुनते रहता है कि प्रिपरेशन फॉर डेथ, प्रिपरेशन फॉर डेथ. कोई भी पूछा फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हमेशा कृष्णपति जी का नाम क्यों लो, और कोई वॉलंटियर है? राहुल प्रभु है. ओके, ना लेट्स से राहुल प्रभु है ना. उसको कोई मेरा जैसा एक बुढ़ा आके बोल रहा है, मेरा जैसा मतलब मेरा बुढ़ा बोल रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं हूँ, लेट मी क्लियर. ओके, मेरे बुढ़े आके बोल रहा है, यार क्यों अभी ये सब कुछ कृष्णा कृष्णा करते जाते रहते हैं, चलो अच्छे से, तेरे उम्र क्या है, तुम क्या कर रहे हो, बाहर घूमने के लिए जा, मूवीज जा, पब जा, डिस्को जा, ये क्या कर रहे हो करके बोलते रहते हैं या नहीं लोग, स्पेशली रिश्तेदार, कजिन्स एंड एवरीवन हु कीप्स ऑन मॉकिंग.
Yes, probably.
सबको करता है या नहीं करता है, और एवरीवन एनकरेजेस. हाँ, बट इधर प्रॉब्लम है कि the thing is, do anyone know at what time the soul passes the body?
No, Prabhuji.
Right, first thing. तो अगर ये हम लोग बोला let's say, तो immediately एक counter question आता है. Now I would like to ask this question to Chinmay Mataji. Chinmay Mataji, are you interested to answer?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
You are interested to answer my question, right?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Absolutely.
Yes. Is astrology a shastra or is it just a gimmick?
No, it's a Shastra.
Okay, in astrology, for example, in your Kundali, let's say people stated that you live for 120 years.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
तो फिर अभी मैं जो क्वेश्चन बोलता हूँ, यार तुम तो ऐसा ही, तेरा शास्त्र के अनुसार 120 साल जिएगी, हाँ,
जी.
तो फिर
Yes.
अभी कृष्णा करने का क्या जरूरत है, 60-70 पे कर लो ना.
No, but what is guarantee ना, वो तो कर्मा के अनुसार 120 ईयर्स है. अगर हमारे कर्मा और भी बिगड़ जाए तो हम लोग 60 साल में अगर जाएंगे, 30
नहीं
साल भी नहीं रह पाएंगे.
नहीं, अभी जो 120 years है, that is as per your karma, that is the Kundali chart, right?
Yes.
So agree either for the both. Either agree that your shastra, astrology shastra is correct, or
Yes.
agree that your life is not mentioned that, मतलब उधर एस्ट्रोलॉजी चार्ट में 120 साल है तो भी आप 120 साल जिएगे नहीं ये करके. दोनों में क्या करेक्ट है आपका, जो सनातन धर्म में क्या करेक्ट है?
Shastra are correct, no doubt.
हाँ,
But
then
according to our past karma, वो like astrology का जो stars है and everything like that, they arrange it like that only, according to our past karma. But
right.
in this life, if we are not getting Krishna conscious in early ages, like at the age of 5, जैसे प्रहलाद महाराज का कहा था, तो हम लोग का और कर्म बिगड़ जाएगा. बिकॉज वी आर नॉट दैट मच कॉन्शियस कि ये क्या गलत है, क्या सही है, क्या कृष्णा कॉन्शियस है, क्या भगवदगीता में कहा है, क्या सिंपल एक्टिविटी है, क्या नॉर्मल एक्टिविटी है. तो जैसे कि हम लोग करते हैं कि नहीं, मैंने स्कूल ओपन किया, ये ओपन किया, तो मैंने पुण्य का काम किया, लेकिन इट इज नॉट पुण्य का काम. एवरीथिंग विच इज नॉट कृष्णा कॉन्शियस इज सिंपल एक्टिविटी. अगर हम जल्दी एट द अर्ली एज हम लोग कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस में नहीं आते हैं, तो और भी हमारे कर्म बिगड़ जाएंगे. तो लाइक एस्ट्रोलॉजी इज दैट कि 120 ईयर्स आई विल लिव. बट अगर मेरे कर्म और भी बिगड़ जाए और मैं कुछ गलत गलत खा लूँ, कुछ इधर मोटा हो गई, मतलब कुछ इधर कुछ बहुत बड़ी बीमारी मुझे हो गई, इवन इफ आई कैन डाई एट 30 ओनली,
तो अभी मैं एक बात बोल रहा हूँ. फर्स्ट, अगर if your astrological chart is 120, it is based upon the prarabdha karma which you have. So which indicates that person lives 120 years. अभी जो कर्मा कर रहा है, that would not be affected in your prarabdha karma. Let me make it clear.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
now the question is, अगर 120 साल है, let's say, and if someone is saying that, why can't you start at 60? You are saying that a person can leave at any point of time, right?
Yes, yes.
So, but as per your Shastra, you would be living 120 years.
Yes.
So, why can't you start at 60? This is the basic question. Why do you again say that you are not sure that you may leave at any point of time? So, my question is, how do you counteract this? Anyone?
Prabhuji, I'll answer.
At the age of
Yeah, Manasi Mataji, go ahead.
Prabhuji, well, let's give her a chance and then I'll answer. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought she was not answering.
yeah, Chinmay
Please answer,
Mataji.
Mataji.
at the age of 60, we don't know, we could remember, like हम हमारे रिलेटिव को याद नहीं रख पाते कभी कभी, तो how can we remember Krishna?
Let's say that in your kundli you are gonna have a healthy life till 100 or 120 years. So
Yes.
then I'm saying, because now I'm playing just a devil's advocate. The reason why I always play devil's advocate and make this more interactive session is, so when you try to explain to someone other than people who are coming to the temple, if they have well read in different aspects, they would counter question you, right?
Yes, yes.
At that point of time, are supposed to be in a situation where you can answer them, knock the questions out. इसका आंसर मैंने एक बार दे दिया था, but I don't know how many of you folks are in this particular class, but I just wanna hear. So
Let Mansi Mataji answer.
yeah,
Okay. So, Prabhuji, at the age of 60 or 70 or 80, we may be or whatever, we may be having some kind of that which may not let us go into association of devotees. We might be having the various kind of other interests because we have developed this kind of interest at the age of small, so we will be continuing doing those things only. So we may
forget
not
about
be able to chant
that.
Hare Krishna, but right now we are in the association of devotees. This is a good chance for us. So we should continue doing it only. Then we will be able to continue doing it in the future also.
नहीं, forget about that. मैं बोल रहा था, आप लोग को हेल्दी लाइफ है, हेल्दी रिमेम्बरेंस है, सब कुछ है.
हाँ, हेल्दी तो लाइफ होगा. 128 years old में हेल्दी लाइफ होगा. But we may be in association of non-devotees, which is the reason we may not be able to chant at that point because we have not associated with any good people, right? If we don't do bhakti, then we will not associate. Right now, we are associating with people who are motivating us, and we are coming to temple. If we don't do it and stop it, then our habit will go away. So right now, if you're cultivating good habits, we should continue doing them rather than waiting for the age of whatever 120
Yeah,
or
got it.
60. That
Okay,
way
got
I'm
it.
saying.
Got it. Thank you. And yeah, Chinmay or Deepti Mataji, any one of you. Just please go ahead.
We have so many other attachments and love for so-called relatives and everything. So we can't remember at that age Krishna. It's not possible because जैसे माता जी ने बोला अभी कि association भी important है. And we have so many attachments with material things. मेरा बेटा है, मेरा property है, मेरा ये है, मेरा वो है. तो वो सब like in that association we can't remember Krishna at that time. But right now, if we try, right now also we are in that same association. But at least we try to be in an association of devotees, or we can go to temple, or we can chant Hare Krishna. Then we can like remember Krishna at any point of time, even at the time of death also.
Okay, got it. Deepti Mataji,
Prabhuji,
yourself?
long-term practice is important. No, whatever we do for a long time, even like when we study and the last moment, we will not remember everything. But the entire year, if we have studied properly, only then we will be able to give an exam properly. Otherwise, 35 marks leke hum
कृष्ण
pass ho jayenge,
कृष्ण कृष्ण
That
ये
was
एग्जाम्पल
that's
मत
also
देना.
another reason.
नहीं नहीं, ये एग्जाम्पल मत देना.
Right?
देयर आर मेनी पीपल हु आर वन डे बैटर्स. आई डोंट नो. इंजीनियरिंग में एक है. So for example, myself, I just used to read only 4 hours to 5 hours before the exam. That's it. पूरे साल में पढ़ाई नहीं किया था, बट अच्छा खासा पास हो गया था. राइट.
Yeah, but everybody is not like you, Prabhuji.
नहीं नहीं,
और
एग्जाम्पल
तो
बोल
मास पब्लिक के लिए यही एग्जाम्पल होता है ना कि you
एग्जाम्पल
study
में
the
बोल
whole
रहा
year,
हूँ.
then you will be able to do well in the exam.
Okay, let me give a chance to Deepti Mataji as well. Let
Yes,
me
yes,
also hear
yes,
her
yes.
point of view. फिर बाद में मैं बोल देता हूँ. या कृष्णा.
So, Prabhuji, all our karmas will eventually lead to karma bandhan only. So, either this life or the past life of the coming life, it is only going to be the circle of birth and death. So, if we are not Krishna conscious, then it is not going to help us any which way.
Okay.
So, it's always better to start.
Okay. Now, shall I answer?
Yes,
Prabhuji, one
Prabhuji.
more thing I want to add that like what happened with Sushant Singh Rajput, I think उसके भी कर्म काफी अच्छे थे और उसके जो कुंडली भी थी वो भी काफी अच्छी थी, लेकिन फिर भी उसका मर्डर हो गया. अभी मर्डर के टाइम पे he may not have understood what was happening with him. Something, anything can happen anytime. Like Mare Krishna,
Right.
what that sloka is na, if you
Right.
Krishna wants to save you, he'll save you. If you know that Krishna Rakhe Krishna Mare Krishna Rakhe ke. So any murder can happen,
Right,
so
Krishna.
that is without kundali mein long birth hai, lekin murder can happen.
Okay.
So that is also a point.
Now, अभी मैं आंसर दूं कृष्णया, or anyone would like to add something?
You please Prabhu.
ठीक है. फर्स्ट, हमेशा कभी भी ये बोल दिया आपका कुंडली में आपका आयु जो है 80 साल है, 100 साल है, 60 ईयर्स है, 80 ईयर्स है. राइट. फर्स्ट इन कली युगा, अगेन मैं आई एम सेइंग दिस, इन कली युगा the age of a living entity on this earth cannot be determined, even with ज्योतिष शास्त्र. एक बार इससे पहले मैंने बोला था ज्योतिष शास्त्र में कुछ श्राप है करके. राइट. सो अगर किसी का लाइफ में, अभी मैं जैसा एग्जांपल बोला था 120 साल का कुंडली है, इन कलियुग इट डजंट हैपन. दैट्स पॉइंट नंबर 1. In Kali Yuga, only for the age factor, the Kundali system does not work. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. And second, as nothing can be cleared up, nothing can be cleared up. One is not sure when they will leave this particular body. That is point number 2. That ends the story over there. And now, when are we considered really dead? When are we considered really dead? We are considered dead when we are not chanting the name of the Lord. When are we chanting the name of the Lord? So प्रहलाद महाराज ने एक बार बोला था, जब कोई भी इंसान का 5 साल है, कब है कृष्ण, कितने साल है?
5 years. 5 years.
5 years.
From the age of 5, one needs to start chanting the name of the Lord, because by the point of time they reach 5 years, they know what is what. जो स्पृहा बोलता है ना, they understand the surroundings, they understand much better of what's going on. So from the age of 5, one needs to always take the name of the Lord. That's point number one. Point number two. What happens if they do not take the name, chant the name of the Lord? The impressions. Have you heard something called as impressions?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Maharaj.
Impressions are only strong when the object can be melted accordingly. You can make strong impressions. Let's say जैसा हॉट आयरन है, जब हॉट है तभी उसको शेप दे सकता है ना.
Right.
अभी वो हॉटनेस जाके कोल्ड होने के बाद शेप दे सकता है क्या
No,
आयरन?
Maharaj.
ऐसा ही इंसान को जब बचपन में जो इम्प्रेशन कृष्णा के ऊपर लगा तो दैट ग्रोस मच फास्टर. इसलिए फ्यू हंड्रेड्स ऑफ इयर्स बैक कितना है,
Few hundreds of years.
हार्डली, स्पेशली इन साउथ इंडिया, जब सन्यासी जो देता है ना किसी को सन्यास देने के लिए, they just take the kids before they have the complete idea on schooling and all that stuff. जो 5 साल का 4 साल का बच्चे लोग को लेके जाता है and they train them to be sannyas. कृष्ण है, कृष्ण बताइए, can you just mute?
जो बिहार दरबार के बाद मध्य प्रदेश के सागर में दरबार सजाया तो एक और विवाद अब एंट्री ले चुकी है। जो देवता अमृत ले लेते वो लोग डेथ से एस्केप कर लेते हैं।
Okay, thank you. Right. So what we are discussing, Krishna? मैं भूल गया.
At the age of 5, sannyasis, they at an early age they take them.
Right. So वही एज पे है ना कृष्ण यहाँ लेके चले जाता है. So उधर से वही टाइम पे डालता है and they train everything so that they are trained in Krishna Bhakti. They are trained. क्योंकि किसी को पता नहीं है कि कब हम लोग को हरे कृष्णा यमराज आके लेके जाता है. और यमराज है ना, हमेशा यमराज नहीं आता है लेके जाने के लिए, यमक किंकर आता है. कौन आता है?
Yamakinkar.
अगर कोई भी बंदा 12 साल पहले, कितने साल पहले,
12 years.
बिफोर 12 years, if someone leaves the body, or post 12 years, if someone leaves the body due to accident, जैसा अभी हम लोग कार एक्सीडेंट से सब कुछ देखता है ना.
Mm-hmm.
सो अगर ऐसा एक्सीडेंट से कोई गया तो वो लोग है ना, apart from them leaving their body in holy places, again I am saying apart from themselves leaving the body in holy places, right? अगर कोई भी ऐसा गया, let's say 3 यमकिंकर, कितने लोग हैं? 3
3.
3 यमकिंकर आके उन लोग को टीस करते they torture them and then they take that particular soul and they leave. और ये सब कुछ हम लोग को, if we don't want to see यमकिंकर at the very first shot, if you don't want to see the यमकिंकर at the very first shot, आसान, सबसे आसान है कंठी माला पहनने का. जिसके ऊपर तुलसी का माला रहता है, तुलसी रहता है, he will not go to यमलोक. That's for sure. That's point number 1. Keep it aside. Right. Point number 2. I don't want to be in this cycle of birth and death. One is not to go to hellish planets. Second one is I don't want to be in this particular cycle of birth and death. So for them, they need to be in the path of devotion. Now, as Siddhant is here, I will just leave it to Siddhant so that he can just go ahead and continue. Krishnaya? सिद्धांता, ओ सिद्धांता, सिद्धांता, यार आया ना ये? ओ सिद्धांता, ये जानबूझ के हरे कृष्ण कर रहे रे ये? हाँ? सिद्धांत, तुमने अभी, इफ यू आर नॉट टॉकिंग, आई एम गोना आस्क ओनली क्वेश्चंस, आई एम गोना प्ले डेविल्स एडवोकेट. कृष्ण, एक बार उसको कॉल कर. सो इन द मीन टाइम सिद्धांत जस्ट स्पीक्स अप. किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन है? सो दैट आई कैन जस्ट टेक अप वन क्वेश्चन.
Yes, Prabhuji, may I ask?
या प्लीज.
So all these things, Prabhuji, we, any which ways we don't know. So how we will do things that are required?
That's the reason you need to just approach a guru, right?
Mm.
So you need to take the shelter of guru. So unless you take the shelter of guru, one cannot learn anything.
Yeah, but yeah.
So इसलिए जो पुराने जमाने में हर एक इंसान को पहले गुरुकुल में डाल देता था
Mm.
कुछ टाइम तक, है ना? So that
Mm.
they learn all the shastras and everything. So Gurukul mein they are taught, it's not only the material life which is taught to them. Material life is taught as per spirituality. For example, जो value of pi है ना,
Mm.
अभी हम लोग पाई करके जो value of pi 3.14 something,
3.16.
right?
Yeah.
22/7,
Yeah.
3.14 है.
Yeah.
जो
Right.
एक पूरा वैल्यू है till let's say somewhere around 10 या 15 digits तक, it's mentioned in a nice shloka. जो हर एक संस्कृत में हर एक अल्फाबेट के there is one number associated to each and every alphabet, right? They used to learn the subject by reciting the slokas which glorify the Lord Hari.
Okay.
So it may be mathematics, it may be social geography, or it may be some itihasas. Itihasa is itself, they just want to talk about Ramayana and Mahabharata and Puranas. But I'm saying it may be of agriculture, it may be of Ayurveda or any stuff, right? They used to just link it up with the Lord, and they used to chant the names of the Lord while learning a subject. Because in Sanskrit, every word has multiple meanings.
Mm.
समझ में आ रहा है ना कृष्ण यार?
Right, Prabhuji.
So they used to learn. So one meaning which gives the recitation of Gloria as a prayer to the Lord, and the other meaning, right, which gives you the spiritual knowledge.
Okay.
So ऐसा गुरुकुल में they used to learn as well as shastras, and at the same point of time the regular knowledge of different arts, and at the same point of time the dharmic regulations and everything of how one needs to behave. ये सब कुछ है ना, they used to learn for 15 years. कितने साल तक?
15 years.
20 साल तक, based upon their IQs and everything, they used to learn it.
Mm.
होता था. And ये होने के लिए one needs to approach a guru. Is it clear, Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Krishna Badi
Now,
ji,
but no Gurukuls are also there, Prabhuji. What education we are having is of
अभी
no use only, no?
अभी भक्ति विकास महाराज का गुरुकुल है. भक्ति विकास महाराज का गुरुकुल से है ना. अभी
Mm.
सिद्धांत प्रभु है ना. सिद्धांत प्रभु का गुरु महाराज है.
Right.
उनका गुरुकुल से ना. यार कृष्ण बदी जी, आ गया क्या ये? ये क्या कर रहा है? तो लॉग इन करके सिद्धांत जानबूझ के नाटक कर रहा है. ओके, एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस कृष्ण? या कृष्णा। तो अभी सब लोग को है ना, कब चले जाता है पता चलता है क्या? फॉर दैट दे नीड टू हैव द मर्सी ऑफ द लॉर्ड। हाँ या ना? हम लोग हमेशा जब भी बोलता है कि यार भीष्म पितामह को है इच्छा मृत्यु, तो वो अच्छे से कृष्णा को देखते देखते गया। परीक्षित महाराज है, वो भी अच्छे से सुखदेव गोस्वामी से भागवतम सुन के चला गया था। सो अभी कोई भी इंसान आके बोलता है यार कृष्णा इज पार्शियल बिकॉज ही नोज देम पर्सनली एंड रिलेशन है, इसके वजह से उन लोग को दिया था, हम लोग को ऐसा नहीं दे रहा है। हम लोग को भी बोलो ना, कब हम लोग जाता है करके, तब हम लोग भी ऐसा प्रैक्टिस करेगा ना, हम लोग तब अच्छे से व्हाट टू से अच्छे मन से सुन लेता है ना। कृष्णा ऐसा हम लोग के साथ क्यों नहीं कर रहा है? आर वी नॉट हिज फेवरेट? ओनली भीष्म एंड परीक्षित आर ओनली, आर दे हिज फेवरेट्स? क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है या नहीं पूछ सकता है?
Mm-hmm.
पूछ सकता है।
Right.
तो फिर इसका आंसर क्या है?
They are devotees of Lord Krishna.
ये तो फिर कोई भी पूछ सकता है कि अभी लिविंग एग्जांपल्स कुछ दिखाओ। अभी कदम कदम कानन महाराज है।
Right.
So when he came to know that it's his final stage, he didn't leave the Vrindavan Dham. He didn't leave the feet of Radha Krishna, right?
Mm.
And he left. Pankajangri Prabhu hai. When he came to know that doctors can't do anything, he just again came to Mayapur. He had his darshan of Narsimhadev and then left. So these are examples which happened in the last couple of years, 2 to 3 years, where a sincere devotee who does sadhana with devotion, Krishna guides them accordingly. Is it clear, Krishna? Yeah?
Mm.
अभी हम लोग प्रिपेयर 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 बोल रहा है, तो प्रिपेयर के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? जो इसका आंसर पहला कोई तो बोल दिया था, शायद दीप्ति माता जी या चिन्मय माता जी या फिर मानसी माता जी, तीनों में कोई तो बोल दिया। वन इज सत्संग। सत्संग बोले तो
Yeah, I said
Association of
association of
devotees.
devotees.
yep, association of the
Devotees.
devotee. That is one thing one should always have. Association of the devotees. Right? Second, every day, every moment, that particular person should be absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. He should be absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. And he needs to give, for example, if someone is a working employee, he needs to give the results to Krishna. Right? So, if someone is a grihastha, he needs to make his home a temple. जब मैं पहली बार इस्कॉन का जो गया था, जिनसे बात किया था, they were गृहस्थ employees. So he was a lieutenant. He made his home a temple. Every day कीर्तन होता था. Every day सब जो नेबर से सब लोग को बिठा के every day कुछ कथा बोलते रहता था. So it's not that they may be professionals. For example, let's say Rahul Prabhu hai. He may not be a professional. At least he needs to make them sit. यार साथ में पढ़ेंगे, रामायण पढ़ना या महाभारत पढ़ना या भगवत गीता पढ़ना या भागवतम पढ़ना. ठीक है, अगर ये डाउट से मैं पूछ के मैं बोल देता हूँ कल. So the reason is when we keep on doing in this such a way, okay, that would be increasing our sadhana as our doubts get dispelled. Siddhanta?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Krishna. Now, please go ahead.
No, Prabhu, you can complete what you were.
नहीं यार, मैंने प्रिपेयर नहीं किया था, कुछ भी नहीं किया था, मैं कुछ भी बकते जा रहा हूँ. That should not be the case, right?
Krishna is guiding you.
नहीं 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 रे बाबा. Krishna only guides devotees like you. He does not guide Kamsa like me.
I don't think so. I am a devotee. So okay, I think almost everything covered by Tulsi Prabhu. As I was not here, but whatever I heard, according to that, I am understanding. But still, I will try to add something from my realizations, which is happening right now in my life and what I'm seeing. So. So what is like how to prepare for that? I kept this topic and I thought we will talk about this because this is something I think most important point for the human life because we got this life where we can understand certain things which is beyond the death and beyond our control, which we can realize in this form of body. Uh, uh, Maybe not other animals maybe, but like the facility we have, faculties we have, that is not available in other bodies, so we can realize certain things which is beyond the reach of the senses. So for us this is the best this is the most important thing, that to prepare for the death, actually facing that fear and facing the death. As Tulsi Prabhu said about certain devotees, how they passed away. And recently we know that Kadam Kanan Maharaj, I don't know, Tulsi Prabhu you discuss about him, I don't know. But like Kadam Kanan Maharaj was having like cancer, and he was in last stage. He was having, I think, almost 150 tumors in his body, but still he didn't take he didn't take chemo or something like that, and he went to Vrindavan, and he was chanting there, he was doing kirtan every day, and he was in the like absorption of Krishna completely. He was increasing those things. And you can see his last message, one lecture is there where he is almost like his body is not very good in a very good shape, but still he is speaking and he is telling certain things. So this is like this what I think, and this is the ideal situation for someone to come in when he is passing away, uh, where his consciousness should be very fixed in Krishna consciousness, and his absorption should be completely in Krishna. Completely, he should be in a knowledge, like Krishna said, Daino asmin athadeham komaram yumnam jara tathadeham tram praptir dhiras tatra namuyate. So he's saying dhiras tatra namuyate. So only, so what is that meaning of this shloka? Everyone know that. So the meaning of this shloka is like Dehino asmin athadeham. Tehi means the soul take the body, yatha deham, and then komaram yovanam jara. So it passes through three stages: kumar avastha, young age, and then yovanam, from more into teenage, young age, and then jara means old age. And then what happened? Uh, kumaram yovanam jara tatha dehantram prapti. So after that, what happens? Then again he took he passed away, and then he take another body. And then Tehino Asminithadayam Komaram Yomanjula Tatha Dehandram Praptir Dhiras Tatrana. So the sober person, those are dhira, they don't get bewildered by seeing those changes. So the person who is in so who is dhira, like uh, who is in this proper knowledge, like he know what is happening, and he realize it. It's not just by words you know that. He realized it that okay, what is exactly happening, and he has complete realization that soul is passing from one body to another body and then into the another body. And it was a very common knowledge in our culture, in our Vedic Shastra, and it's a very it's like a very initial stage knowledge that what is this body, what is soul, and who is Krishna, and then other things are there, but this is the basic knowledge we should have. And it was in our culture, you can see there is a what do you say, remnants of this knowledge is still alive in our culture. Like people are going when someone passed, and when they are going to this place where they burn the body, is where what they call Ram Ram Satya Hai, right? They call it. Although they are just following as a ritual right now, but you can see that ritual is coming means people used to have that uh, knowledge, right? What is happening? They were aware about that who is God. Ram Nam Satya Hai. So only Ram is the truth. Everyone else will go away, and like people used to talk. Old people, if you see, they say so many things. They say so many phrases in regards to these kind of changes in regards of death. So पल का भरोसा नहीं है. So many things like that. Like Tulsi Prabhu was saying that we don't know whenever the death can come. So we should be prepared for that. Uh, and that was our culture. That was in our culture. Very initially, we were taking this knowledge, and throughout our life, we were realizing, we were practicing, and we were in conscious uh, uh, consciousness of like we were conscious about those things all throughout our life. So if we are conscious about death, that it is going to come, what do you think, like what changes will happen in your life? Anyone like to share something? If you are conscious that death is going to come to you and to other people also, how you will act in your life? It will be same like you are acting right now, or there will be some difference? Like if you understand that okay, soul is there and body is there, and the soul will leave this body one day, and everyone else will also leave this body one day, and they all are souls. They are just in this body, and they are acting in a different they're playing some certain kind of role, and after this role they all have to go, and this is just a journey towards Krishna we all are going through, and we all have our journey, and we all have to go alone and we all have to uh, prepare ourselves only. So what changes will happen in your life? What do you think, if we are conscious about that always?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Keeping all these things you have said in mind, if we have knowledge, uh, currently I don't have that much knowledge. Even I don't have realization. But if I have, and I found out that my life gonna end, so definitely we have lots of instruction from our acharyas and Prabhupada also. So we will try to follow as much as possible, and try to remember all the things which I have learned, listened, and we kind of follow all the things, and want to get there and try to realize all the things. And at the end, we just hope that we will remember Krishna. That's it.
Yeah. And this there is one point that You will not just try to follow that. It will happen naturally. Like, even if someone is not having the knowledge of acharyas, what they are saying, he will look for the same kind of knowledge automatically. If you have that understanding, there is no other way, there's no other possibility, or there's no other culture, there's no other philosophy, there's no other uh, there's no other way actually. Then you will come to that point only, that you will automatically, naturally, you will start following those things which acharyas are saying. if we are if we are in this kind of relation, in this kind of knowledge, or it will happen automatically. We will not like to live in the illusion. We will not create more illusion around us. This is what our knowledge is, right? This is what our acharyas are saying, that be in reality, don't live in an illusion, don't create more illusion for others also and for yourself. Do whatever is just needed in this life for, for your journey. Don't create something which is taking you away from the goal of your life, and taking you away, and making you forgetful of the reality which is going to come and which is going to happen. So, this all, whatever acharyas are saying, it is around that only, keeping you in reality. So automatically we will be in reality when we will we will always be conscious that what is going to happen, that because that is the reality. You are going towards the reality. When death is coming, that is the reality. All the illusion will be, you know go away. Do you Nothing will help. Nothing will help. Whatever you were creating throughout your life, whatever you were doing throughout your life, nothing is going to be with you, and nothing will be left, and no one will be able to help you. You have to leave. So, and that is the reality. So then, so if we are conscious, then we will not create that kind of illusion more in our life, which is unnecessarily, and which is, there's no necessity of those illusion in our life. So we will not create it. So we will live, automatically we will live very simple life, very focused life, or I will say focused and meaningful life we will live, where there's really having some substance, some meaning, uh, uh, that we will live. We will not live something which is, just creating an illusion, and we don't know what is happening, and we are doing, sometime we are doing air, sometimes we are doing something, for our false happiness. We are creating so many things, uh, and which has nothing to do with your real goal. So those things will go away if we will focus more uh, on the preparation of that. Yeah, that's what I think. um, and there will be less crime, less, people will be more sensitive towards each other, because automatically people will understand that, okay, everyone is in a journey, everyone is a jiva, everyone is a part and parcel of Krishna, and they all are they all are here just because of some reasons, some mistakes we did, or we all are having some problems and illusions. So we will try to help each other, because we understand that what is our real goal. We will not fight for material things. uh, Somehow we will find the solution uh, which can just satisfy everyone, and just so we can move forward towards, our journey. So we all will help each other, so the crime will be less, and the sensitivity towards each other will increase, uh, and we will not be more passionate just to gain some material things. uh, Automatically it will reduce the fight, right? All the fights are happening just for some material gains, some material happiness. People are doing some crime. exploit each other, exploiting each other. Okay, people are exploiting each other. You see that the whole corporate uh, is designed for that, right? Everyone is just so passionate, they just want to do something on any cost, they just exploiting each other. Okay, you have to work, and they are forcing others also to work more to achieve their goal, which is having no connection with the reality. And they're pushing each other more into the illusion. For what we are doing that? See, if you will see in the old culture, people used to work. That time also people were working, right? But it was not so much like exploitive like this. People were working, like my Nanaji was also working, but he was very sober person, and he was just going to office for 4 to 5 hours, and he was coming back, living very simple life. He was not having so many things, but having good home, and he was doing cow seva, and so he was very it was different. It was completely different. They were living in a they were living in a mode of goodness actually. It was not that much passionate. They were not very passionate people. They were having certain desires, but they were not very passionate. They were not exploiting someone else just to fulfill their desires and show their own whatever, their own capability or something like that. So that was completely different. uh, like 100 years back, if you will see, or 50 years back even, there was something. But nowadays things are different. The people completely forgot that what is the reality. And we are not working for that. uh, we are working opposite of this completely. Our whole culture, our whole arrangements which we are creating around us, it's nothing is centered around our the reality. It's all illusion. There's no consideration of that actually. There's no consideration. What is that? No one is thinking about that. How we are preparing for that? No one is thinking about that. Are you preparing for that but just by taking insurance? Is it a preparation for that? Taking medical insurance, is that going to help us?
No, Prabhuji.
So people are, taking medical insurance, right, taking financial stability, and so many these things. They are focusing on these things, but no one is focusing on subtle subtle things. Okay, they are not focusing on their consciousness. So that is what we should do. We should try to arrange our life in a way so we can be focused for the death actually. If we can be prepared for the death always. So everything should be around that this is going to happen. And when we are dealing with each other, that should be there also. The consideration of this point should be there, that every jiva is there, and they should also get some benefit. You should help each other to come into the reality, and so they can fulfill their journey also. There may be a difference in the speed. There may be a difference in the time for everyone. Like some people will go faster, some people will go there's so many lifetimes. Some people will be able to go in this lifetime only. So but we will help each other, right, at whatever level we can do. Yeah, that's what I would like to say about this. Any question or comments we can take for 2 minutes?